Day 43 and the government shutdown has officially ended. So here's what you need to know. So what happens now that the government is going to be reopened? Well, many federal workers right now are being called back to work as early as tomorrow. Thousands of federal workers will start to receive back pay, but contractors will not get any back pay at all for the last 40 some odd days. So many of you have asked about travel. Well, airlines are still dealing with a shortage of air traffic controllers, but experts say that travel should get back to normal by next week. If you rely on
I know sometimes you get frustrated, but you can't let the devil win. It's all cause of him. I lost a couple of my friends, but Yahweh made me a better man. Spitting bars for the kingdom, man. I can do it through Philippians. I can do all things through Christ. That's the reason that I'ma win. Yeah.
Hey man, say man, what it do, man? Welcome to Freestyle Friday, man. I'm your host, JustNatebtw, by the way, man. As you guys see by the thumbnail and the title, man, in today's video, we will be reacting to the U.S. government has finally opened back up.
Woke up looking for the broccoli. High key, keep a horn on me. That could my seat. IP ownership, the blueprint is by me. Mr. Get Off, I get off at my feet.
After 41 days,
that shit sounds ridiculous,
of being shut down, the government has finally opened back up. People are now receiving their SNAP benefits.
I got my food stamps. Baby. My food stamps are on my card. I'm excited.
Yeah. All right. Whoa! Watch out! Watch out! Yeah. Yeah.
My food stamps.
Yeah. Watch out!
Food stamps is back alive, man. Food stamps has risen. Before we dive in, get whatever you need.
Excuse me, brother. What we call drugs is 74th Street Baptist Church. We call us sin.
Well, around here, between Normandy and Weston, we call this here a little twin. Wow. Nigga.
And we're going to sit back, relax, and let's react.
The government shutdown has officially ended here in the nation's capital, with Democrats joining in with Republicans to reopen it. President Trump signed the deal last night. Now, many Democrats are pretty upset because several in their party caved and they gave in to the pressure from Republicans to get the government open. But many federal workers are praising that decision. TSA agents are now being paid again, so are air traffic controllers, and we're seeing a lot less problems with the airports as they begin to catch up from the last 40-some days of issues. So we'll be sure to keep monitoring things from here in the nation's capital. That's the latest for now.
Well, good evening, everybody. We feel very relieved tonight. The Democrat shutdown is finally over, thanks to House and Senate Republicans who stood together to get the job done. Absolutely no question in anybody's mind now that the Democrats were responsible for this. What happened? Millions of American families went without food on their table. You had millions of Americans stranded in airports, their flights canceled and delayed. You had troops and federal employees wondering where their next paycheck would come from. The Democrats openly admitted, many of them said it in their own words, that they used the American people as leverage in this political game. They knew that it would cause that pain to the people, and they did it anyway. They did it for their own selfish purposes, their political purposes, and it was a game they played with real people's lives. It's something that is very difficult to forgive. I want to say that all this was utterly pointless and foolish. This outcome was totally foreseeable. I said that this would be the outcome when all this began back in mid-September. They did it anyway. Democrats admitted that they used the people as leverage, and they got nothing for their selfish political stunt here. They didn't achieve anything with this at all. And anyone who studied history would know that shutdowns never yield any positive result. It just hurts people. I said on the House floor a little while ago that we did all this in good faith. From the very beginning, I was insistent about this. Our leadership team was. The Republicans did the right thing. We had a nonpartisan continuing resolution. We didn't have any Republican priorities on it at all. We just said, in good faith, let's keep the lights on. Let's keep this going for another 7 weeks so that the Congress can do its work so they can get back to the regular appropriations process, the way that it is supposed to be done for the people, so that we're good stewards with their money. That hasn't been done here in a long time. And we said we want to get back to that. Now, I'm pleased that tonight on the CR we had 3 appropriations bills that we'll send over to the President's desk in just a short amount of time tonight to get signed into law. That's an innovation too. As you all know, it's been years since Congress actually did separate appropriations bills. I'm proud of that achievement, but I'm really sad that it took us so long to get here. It was so much pain that had to be endured to get to this point. Voters are going to remember which political party played games with their lives. They're going to remember that they did this for their own selfish purposes so that they could look tough to the radical elements of their base, and real people suffered because of that game. So now that we've got the lights back on, we've got the government reopened, the President will sign that triumphantly tonight, and Republicans will get right back to the work that we promised the American people that we will do.
Wow.
Y'all already know that the world just keeps on turning, and today's no exception. It's turning like a crazy episode of All My Children. Ooh! Let's get into it. The government is back open, y'all. It is official. The Senate voted last week, at the end of last week. The House voted last night, and the President signed the bill at about 10 o'clock last night, fully opening the government. So we back, y'all. We back, and we back in full effect. Now, hopefully, there don't have to be no more court cases about denying people their SNAP benefits.
I don't know about full effect. They open back up, but some things have been changing, man.
Just give people their money because it's there and the government's back open. Now, of course, when those 8 senators first voted with the Republicans to open the government, I was up in arms and I was very disappointed. However, I just want to make sure that we're putting everything in context, because the rhetoric that was going around was, oh, the Dems caved for nothing. They did all of this for nothing. They didn't get anything out of it. And I don't think it's that they didn't get anything. I think it's that they didn't get the main thing. And the main thing was extensions on the ACA subsidies, the subsidies for the Affordable Care Act, aka Obamacare. They didn't get that. But I'm choosing a solution-oriented approach. So what did they get? They got SNAP benefits to be funded all the way through to next year, way into next year, so that if there is another shutdown in January, for example, when this foolishness is going to come right back up, January 30th, if there is a shutdown, SNAP benefits will not be in jeopardy and will be not used as a tool like it's been in this situation. Something that they also got was all of those federal employees that were terminated have to get their jobs back. So I don't know if you guys remember when the shutdown first happened, like literally on day 1, the federal government sent out notices to federal employees, about 2,500, 3,000 of them, being like, yeah, you definitely fired forever. Well, the Dems
Crazy
negotiated so that all those employees have to get their jobs back, because in no other situation has a shutdown ever led to people having to lose their jobs permanently. Last but not least, the idea of people getting their back pay, federal workers getting their back pay when the government opens, suddenly became in jeopardy, because again, Republicans and cruelty, they go together like peanut butter and jelly. Okay? So the Democrats were like, yeah, we're not doing that. Everybody's getting their back pay. That's the way it's been for a decade now, and that's the way it shall stay. So those are the things that the Dems were able to negotiate and walk.
I heard that people that was on what is called floor whatever, they have been receiving their back pay. So since it's been reopened, they have been receiving their back pay.
With, they're not insignificant. They very much matter. So I just wanted to put that out there. But in case you're wondering, the government is definitely back open. Get y'all behinds back to work.
Government just reopened last night, and Donald Trump already signed 2 executive orders, both focusing on the child welfare and foster care system. Already? He's back on the grind. The first executive order was titled Fostering the Future for American Children and Families, and it was primarily championed by Lady Melania Trump. It focuses on improving outcomes for youth who are aging out of the foster care system by creating pathways for better self-sufficiency, education, and employment as well. The second executive order is titled Strengthening the Child Welfare System for American Children, which they focus on doing by using resources, federal oversights, and partnerships as well. The core focus for this executive order is to ensure safe permanency for children in foster care quickly. It also encourages prevention efforts in order to keep children from being removed from families unnecessarily. The coolest part of this executive order is they're focused on cooperating with faith-based organizations. Donald Trump isn't scared to be open about his faith, and as the leader of this country, he's setting an example as to why you shouldn't be either. Keep it up, Donald Trump. Again, I said it in the beginning, but the government just opened back up, and he's already on the grind.
Dick Rider! Dick Rider! Dick Rider! Dick Rider!
Executive order. Ow! Hold on, let me do a better one. Ow!
I'm gonna let y'all know this now. I'm not picking sides because I'm not into that politician stuff, man. But with that being said, that don't mean I'm with Trump, but that don't mean I'm against Trump. That don't mean I'm with the Democrats, against. I'm not in none of that, man. I'm just ain't picking sides, man. But I do hope the best for everybody, you know.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
Day 43 and the government shutdown has officially ended. So here's what you need to know. So what happens now that the government is going to be reopened? Well, many federal workers right now are being called back to work as early as tomorrow. Thousands of federal workers will start to receive back pay, but contractors will not get any back pay at all for the last 40 some odd days. So many of you have asked about travel. Well, airlines are still dealing with a shortage of air traffic controllers, but experts say that travel should get back to normal by next week. If you rely on federal food assistance like SNAP, that money is going to start flowing once again.
I got my food stamps. I got my food stamps, baby. My food stamps are on my card. I'm excited.
Yeah. All right. Whoa! Watch out! Watch out! Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
My
Get your
food
shoes.
stamps is on my card.
Yeah. Watch out.
And when does this deal expire? Well, January. Many lawmakers hoping that we do not find ourselves back in the same position yet again.
Oh, man. So that means in January it can be shutting back down, or food stamps can be taken away again.
Please! Please! No!
Because the deal end. But as of right now, everything is back to normal, man. People didn't know when the government was going to open back up. So that mean them prayers been working, man, because they just opened back up suddenly. Like nobody knew, not even the federal workers. It just opened back up and they was back to work, suddenly back to work. So thank the Lord, man. All glory to the Most High, man.
The government shutdown is officially over. After 43 days, the president signed a bill last night to reopen the government. Now, most Democrats, though, oppose this legislation because it does not address the rising health care costs.
Thousands of federal workers are expected to
Trump is so nonchalant, bro.
be back on the job as soon as today and should get paid soon. Most SNAP recipients should see their benefits restored quickly, and Smithsonian museums here in the nation's capital will reopen in the coming days.
With the stroke of his pen, President Trump ended the longest government shutdown in U.S. history.
I hope we can all agree that the government should never be shut down again.
The bill is passed. The law took effect immediately after the House narrowly approved the funding package, with 6 Democrats crossing party lines to join Republicans.
What do you think of the Democrats who supported the package tonight?
They did the right thing. The measure extends government funding through January 30th, pays back federal workers while reinstating those who were fired, and guarantees SNAP or food assistance benefits for a full year.
I will be casting my vote as a no. In fact, it will be a hell no.
Vote yes. If not, you're the ones that are taking money from needy families.
Democrats largely oppose the legislation, arguing it failed to extend Affordable Care Act tax credits for 20 million Americans facing rising health insurance premiums.
This fight is not over. We're just getting started.
Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries filed a petition to force a vote to guarantee the subsidies for the next 3 years.
Are you still willing to negotiate on this issue with Republicans?
We've always been willing to negotiate. in a bipartisan way, but Republicans have been unwilling to sit down and even have a conversation with Democrats.
Michael gallantly head to Union for Federal Workers in Utah and
I don't trust him. Look at him. I don't trust him.
questioned whether the shutdown was worth it.
It's kind of demoralizing, frankly, frustrating. I and my people are just trying to work for the American people.
President Trump said he's open to working with Democrats on health care, although he's made clear that he believes the Affordable Care Act, or Obamacare, should be overhauled. He also called for an end to the filibuster, a long-standing tradition in the Senate to prevent future shutdowns.
Hey, y'all, it's your girl Tam, your favorite travel bestie. Yes, I'm in my second place, the car. Second favorite is the car. So today...
No lie, man. When you got a car, man, that's my favorite place, just being in the car. I can be in a car all day and have a peaceful day, just riding around, joyriding, man. That's the type of person I am, man. Not too much excite me.
It would have been day 44 of the federal government shutdown, but as you all know, they reopened it back last night, and crazy and oddly enough, we received a text message to make sure that we go back to work today. Well, of course, your girl is slightly a rebel, and I was like, yeah, no. I had too many things already scheduled for today and tomorrow, so I had opted into taking some leave, and I will be back to work on Monday. So I have a lot of mixed feelings about it. I think I will go live maybe later on, either today. Well, it probably won't be today, but it'll probably be tomorrow, since that would be like my last official day of the shutdown, and kind of talk about some things that, not just because I was a furloughed federal employee, but that also
Furlough. That's what it was. I was trying to say it earlier, furlough.
I was am a small business owner too, and so I have been able to do a lot over this past 43 days, and I kind of got mixed feelings. Like, I really don't want to go back. I mean, I need to go back because obviously I need the money, okay? But I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back. But I am working on some things.
And I bet there's a lot of them workers that feel that way. Like, they've been working for free all this time. 41 days is a long time without, that's a whole month. A whole month without pay.
To make sure that if and when I make a decision to leave my job at any given time, that I'll have the means to do so. But anyway, don't want this video to be too long. I just wanted to get on here and pretty much say it's over. We're going back to work. So y'all have y'all a great and amazing day. I do thank God that at least we're going to get some back pay. I also thank God that I did not file. I filed unemployment, but I never received the check. So there's that. So obviously I don't know anybody anything, and that's
same here.
I don't feel like paying nobody no more. Okay. So yeah, that's that. I may go live tomorrow and talk a little bit more about my experiences, my journey, and kind of what's coming up for 2026. So stay tuned. I'll make sure to create like a flyer or something to advertise what time I plan on doing that, because I definitely plan on doing that tomorrow. All right, well, y'all have y'all a most amazing day. I'll talk to y'all later. Goodbye.
Let's be real. The government might be open again, but the way these folks are moving right now, y'all, this is panic energy, not leadership. So after 43 days of federal workers suffering, airports breaking down, and the whole country running on vibes and prayer, Trump finally signs the bill to reopen the government. Cool, great. But here's where it gets wild. Instead of taking a breath, Congress immediately sprints like somebody pulled the fire alarm. Suddenly, Mike Johnson fast-tracks the Epstein vote, bypassing the 7-day waiting rule. The estate files drop. Everybody's yelling transparency, and Trump's pushing some $2,000 checks like clearance items at Walmart. Why the rush? Why the chaos? Because the shutdown didn't just hit workers. It hit Trump's approval rating hard. Like jawbreaker hard. The man is underwater on basically every issue, but on the Epstein situation specifically, Oh, he's sitting at around 63% disapproval. Now, that's not a bad day. That's a 5-alarm political fire. And when a president's numbers fall off a cliff, Congress doesn't govern, they scramble. They stop thinking long term and start doing everything at once to get ahead of the next headline. So, yeah, the government reopened. But the accountability crisis, the dysfunction, the desperation, that's just beginning. And if you're wondering why every major story suddenly feels like it's happening at 2 times the speed, it's because the people who are in charge are sprinting away from their own mess. What do y'all think? Is this the calm after the storm? Or is this the part in the movie where the music gets really creepy?
I don't know, man. What y'all think? Comment down below. Me personally, man, the way how they shut down and open back up, it show you like
That's the truth. It worked for us. We have the power. We decide what's hot. If we don't go, nobody goes. If we don't support, nobody supports. We control what's cool. We control what's hot. We control what your kids listen to, what they dance to. We control what's in video games. We control how they wear their pants, sag their pants. We control everything.
they can do whatever they want at any given moment, man. Be focused. Don't let your guard down. Pay attention, man. Especially my black community, man, because y'all just like to go out and party and think everything is just, woo, we back open, let's party.
We gonna still have our Christmas party?
How the fuck we gonna have a Christmas party with our apartment looking like
Man,
this?
you can't cancel that party, man. What about the hoes we had coming down here? I invited some nice-ass girls. Said they gonna fuck for $1, do something strange for a little piece of change, and I know we gonna make them holler for $1. One of them said they was gonna tuck my dick from the back. I ain't never had that ever happen to me. I'm trying to see what that be like right there. Look, be that.
Oh, no, don't do that, man. Don't be like Lucci and 42 Doug out here playing basketball, man, and all that, man. Shout out to them though, man, but for real.
Okay, so I'm sure you know by now, but the government did open back up, which means the FTC is open back up, which means those accounts that we've been trying to get off your credit report, specifically Experian Equifax, because you know, TransUnion, I do my own little thing. We're back up and running. And here it is right here. IdentityTheft.gov, the website is back up and running. So those accounts that you've been struggling with, go ahead.
Oh, it was 43 days? I thought it was 41 days.
The 2026 is right around the corner. It's time to get it going, okay?
Well, the government is open. I'm trying to keep a smile. I'm finding it. I'm finding it. I'm really trying to, I'm finding it. Tomorrow I have to get back into the bustle of things. I'm not crying, not yet. I'm probably gonna cry tonight. I'm probably gonna cry in the morning as well. I'm really just not ready to go back to like the toxic work environment, masked as a positive effort to do anything other than be a toxic work environment. They're already sending messages about a welcome party. I don't care to be welcomed. I don't care to mix and mingle. I don't care to be there. I don't care to be talked to. I don't care to have conversations. I don't care to fake as though everything is perfect. I don't care to do that. Say good morning to me, speak to me, and then let me be for the rest of the day. And the sooner people understand that, the better life will be in these offices. I don't need a family. I have a family, which I like to stay home with. But I don't need you to be my family. I don't need you to be my friends. We're co-workers. Now, I do have friends in the office, but they're my friends outside of the office as well. So that's an exception. But for all these other people who are like, oh, tell me your business. What were you doing? Da da da. I'm not interested. I'm not interested. So I'm about to mentally prepare myself. I don't know what that looks like. But
No, for real, man. I know that, man. Them workers don't want to go back, but some people excited because y'all been out of work for a while, man. So I would be excited, man. But man, living in America, man, America is in a social crisis. When I say that, I mean like, man, you can go outside and try to greet somebody or speak to somebody, and they look at you like you weird. Like it's social distancing in America. Like people try to stay away from each other ever since COVID. It seems like it separated us, man. People are antisocial, man. That's not good, man, because we really want to be fruitful and multiply. You can't do that being antisocial.
about to get my clothes out, I guess, and mosey my way in the office tomorrow. I don't know what tomorrow's going to look like for me emotionally, mentally, physically, any of the things. I'm thankful for the break. I know a lot of people have mixed feelings about it, but sometimes you just got to keep it personal. Personally, the things that I needed, I got from this time off, and that's just the gist of it. But yeah, I'll check back in tomorrow.
Yep, man. Shout out to the government opening back up, man. Best of wishes, man. Continue to pray, man, because prayer does work, man.
It's that time. Just pray, man. Just pray. Every day in life ain't supposed to be, oh, hooray, yay, ice cream. Life gonna keep life, man, homie. What? Pick your head up, stick your chest out, homie. That.
Enjoy y'all Friday, man. God bless. Remember, stay safe out here. We out.
We gonna still have our Christmas party?
How the fuck we gonna have a Christmas party with our apartment looking like
Man,
this?
we can't cancel that party, man. What about the hoes we had coming down here? I invited some nice-ass girls, said they gonna fuck for $1, do something strange for a little piece of change, and I know we gonna make them holler for $1. One of them said they was gonna tuck my dick from the back. I ain't never had that ever happen to me. I'm trying to see what that be like right there. Look, be that.
I know sometimes you get frustrated, but you can't let the devil win. It's all cause of him. I lost a couple of my friends.